How's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 14 of Conspirial. I'm your host, apparently burnt with this fucking light that we've got going on, but I'm Addison Rose.
I'm fucking booty raped. It's been a tough-ass fucking week for me.
Wait, you're the booty rapist?
No, I'm booty raped.
Oh, you're a victim.
Yes.
Of the...
Not a survivor.
And then obviously no hard feelings to those who have been booty raped. Sorry, Andrew.
No hard feelings. Why would we have hard feelings?
Well, yeah, it must be a sensitive topic. You know, not only the whole, but like the whole action of it.
Did you write down our ads?
I did.
Okay.
I did. That usually happens at the end, though.
I know, but you usually
Right.
fuck, I forgot.
Right.
Follow us somewhere. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Follow you home for the raping. So today we're doing something that, you know, we've done a couple times before, but we're revisiting conspiracies, my favorite thing, and I'm so excited that we're getting to do one. I have, once again, no idea what she's going to do.
But he's convinced we're doing the same thing.
It's my biggest fear. It's my
Is there
biggest
something you can't
fear
pronounce in here?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
We're
There's
not doing
tons
the
of
same
things
thing.
I can't pronounce. Well, you could be able to pronounce things that I can't.
No, I'm saying in
Doesn't
my
matter.
story.
Doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and get into mine. Mine's kind of cool. I'm doing a second World War II era one, like we did last week. But this story is old, but new. It happened a while ago, but it just... I'll get into it. But yeah, it's a new conspiracy that there's a little bit of backstory, and then at the end I'll get into what the conspiracy actually is. There's a little backstory. So this has a lot to do with the alien congressional hearings that the United States and other countries have been having recently with the whole UAP phenomenon and everything.
What's UAP?
Well, they changed it. It used to be unidentified...
Flying object.
Well, that's UFO. Then it became UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon, and then it became unidentified...
Asshole.
Anonymous phenomena? Like, they changed the A. Like, anomalous phenomena. Anyways.
Anomaly.
So, a Italian researcher by the name of Roberto Pinotti. Sorry, I'm not going to do that anymore, but I had to for the first time. Roberto Pinotti claims to have proof that backs up recent allegations that a UFO crashed in Italy in 1933, which is 14 years prior to the Roswell incident. So we like to think that the Roswell incident is like the first, or like the earliest crash UFO that has been recovered by a government. No. So anyway, so the flying saucer allegedly crashed near Milan in 1933. It was authorized by the fascist dictator Benito Mussolini. I
did not know he had a first name.
Yeah. Benito.
Well, I knew, but I would have never guessed Benito.
For any Italian
like
fans.
Bad Bunny, like our handyman, my mom's handyman.
Well, instead of calling it Benito, we're gonna go Benito.
Benito.
God, it's gonna be so hard to get through all these Italian names without doing
You
that.
did it again.
It's a part of me. It feels so good
You're
to do.
Italian?
No, but it just feels so great. Mussolini, and he was also with esteemed Nobel Prize winner scientist
Albert Einstein.
German. No, this is Italian.
Oh.
So, oh boy, Guglielmo Marconi. I'm just gonna call him Marconi. It's
Macaroni.
Guglielmo. Guglielmo.
I'm like dyslexic.
Marconi. I'm just gonna call you Marconi. That's easier. So he actually won his Nobel Prize in Physics for his contributions in the development of wireless telegraphy. And then he also won a Wilhelm Exner Medal in 1934, so a year after this crash happened.
What's telegraphy?
Well, I can pronounce it telegraphy, and I'm sure that helps. So like radio waves and that how to wirelessly transfer a message.
They're in the garage fridge. Or the laundry fridge.
Just explained it, she didn't catch it. So we're moving on.
Yeah, like a telegraph, like boop, boop, beep, boop. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yep, and so he won it for his excellence in research and science. So I think it's kind of interesting that he won this other award a year after this crash, but we'll get into that later. The spaceship that, after it crashed, was allegedly stored in the hangars in Marchetti and Vergiate near Milan. So the documents that Pinotti shared includes 2 telegraphs sent in 1933. One demands absolute silence over the alleged landing on national soil of unknown aircraft, and the other one threatens to arrest any journalist on reporting on the news about the crash.
Sounds like very North Korea.
So, well, yeah, I mean, it's fascist. So yeah, this is during the whole, axis of evil and all crazy things. So during their trying to conquest the world, this thing happens, and Mussolini's like, "Fuck, what's going on?"
I don't have time for this bullshit right now.
So these telegrams, were actually sent on the personal orders of Mussolini himself. And another document that Pinotti refers to is actually a new cabinet department that Mussolini created after the crash happened.
He made his own Space Force?
Essentially.
Can we talk about Melania's tacky jacket?
Right now?
No, later.
Okay, no. Just because they both start with M? Okay.
Yeah.
Other documents that Pinotti had actually includes handwritten memos that describes and actually has a sketch of the UFO with portholes on the side.
What does it look like?
Oh, that hasn't been released yet. So this story has now come about.
It's new but old, but new but old.
Yes. So we haven't seen these telegraphs, but Pinotti claims that he has had it, and he's not releasing it because of all this information dump that's happening right now. And I'm assuming he wants to cash a check. I get it. I wouldn't.
Secure the bag.
Yeah, I wouldn't just post it for free. No, get your money. You're a research
Addison has
journalist.
posted his booty hole for free, so.
Well, yeah, but art should be shared with the world. You know what I mean? You can't own. So, afterwards, after the war, the alien craft was then captured by American forces, and then it was given to the United States. The United States supposedly
I think that's the first time the U.S. has ever voluntarily brought aliens here.
Nice. Nice. Undocumented. Nice.
Nah, let these through.
So, Pinotti actually claimed to find these documents in 1996 and actually started reporting it then, but it just didn't. Well, we'll get to that thing. So that's when he began investigating. That's when he received the documents after finding them in essentially hidden files that he had access to.
Like physical files?
Yeah, like these are actually telegrams that he actually held that
I
were
don't quite understand
secret.
telegrams still.
Early email. Early letters.
I understand, but I don't.
Then I don't. Yeah.
Is it like little dots that would print out like a fax machine?
I think you're thinking of Morse code and stuff like that.
Well, isn't it boop,
I think that's
not telegrams?
I think that's Morse code, right? With the.
Well, I wasn't around there. Why didn't yours have a jingle?
Anyways.
I'm gonna have to Google this later.
So, the interesting part of this, how America came to obtain this crash saucer, was that, because imagine, you win the war, and it's not like you just open up a hangar and oh, what the fuck is this, right? They had this hidden because he created a secret cabinet department to study this with Nobel Physics Prize winner and to study this, right? So it's not like it's just like in an ordinary airplane hangar. This was in a secret. This was in a secret place. So how did they find it? The Vatican actually went to
The
Vatican, because they hated Mussolini as well, because Vatican has all the riches that the Roman Empire had when it fell.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Not often, but that's the thing. Like the Roman Empire didn't fall; it just became the church. That's the thing. All the riches that the Roman Empire had, the Vatican now has. And in 1933, the Vatican still had that, and the Pope still has all those riches. Like
Pope Francis
has all those riches.
I'm gonna sign up to work there.
Whenever the Allies conquered, the Vatican was like, "Hey, we know that Mussolini has this craft. Y'all need to get this before they do something to it." So that's how
you won't be in frame.
That's how the U.S. obtained it. So, this is where my conspiracy comes in.
Mm-hmm. Is this not a conspiracy?
No, this isn't part. I mean, this is the backstory to the conspiracy.
Okay.
So the conspiracy is that the Vatican informed the Office of Strategic Services that the Italian government had this. Right? Now, the OSS, the Office of Strategic Services, was the precursor to the CIA. So,
speaking of, I'm going to touch on the CIA later.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have an interesting connection. So I'm going to give you some dates, and then I'll end with my conspiracy claim at the end. So the OSS started in June 13th, 1942. After Pearl Harbor. Not right after, but in the...
The second after.
So 1940, it was 1941 that in December 7th that Pearl Harbor happened. So June of the next year, so several months after, OSS started.
Month.
And that was so the World War II officially ended September 2nd, 1945. So I'm assuming around that time was when the U.S. got the craft. So it ended in September 2nd, 1945. The OSS was dissolved September 20th of 1945, just a few weeks later. In January 1946, President Truman created the Central Intelligence Group that was later renamed CIA in 1947. So my conspiracy is that the CIA was created
by Mussolini
because we got this craft that crashed in 1933 and then recovered at the end of the war because of the Vatican. Did you
look up who the Pope was that day?
I did not.
Or that specific day, that era?
I did not. I did not. I didn't want to go too deep into Vatican lore, but yeah. So my theory, my conspiracy theory is that
I see
the
what you're
CIA
putting
exists
together
because the Vatican told the U.S. allies of the war about the spacecraft, and then the CIA.
Like, I'm keeping these treasures, but this situation.
Hey,
take it off my hands.
Don't worry about the Ark of the Covenant. It's none of your business.
This is going to debunk what we're all about.
No. You know all this came from God in the sky, right? But that's fine. Don't worry about it.
No.
Don't worry. It's fine.
The Bible says there's no life other than Earth. So
it's fine, but this came from the fucking... So yeah, that's my conspiracy. And so there's not a lot of information just because all these documents are just now being released in Congress.
Are they redacted?
That one, they haven't been released yet at all.
Oh.
Because it still has to be...
I like how Mexico didn't give a shit. They were like, yeah.
Here are the bodies.
Here's the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
They're real. What do you want to know?
Oh, we got them in Peru, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how we got them from Peru. Yeah,
but we got them.
Yeah, but they're here now. I'm going to let Peru do this? Like, no.
No. We are honest.
Now, speaking of those bodies, they were in those like salt caves, right? So they've got to be like jerky-esque, right? like a little bit like that. Just like you think
Would
like
you eat some alien jerky?
100%. I wouldn't even second guess it. Fucking like what's the thing? Not pastrami. What's
Wait,
that?
were you
like,
the one too
what's
that was like, I would
salt-cured
try
ham?
some American baldy?
100%. Not capricola, but what's the
Oh, I know what you're trying
salt-cured
to say.
ham that's
I know what you're
Italian?
trying to say, but I can't remember. I think that's tomato.
I'll think it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll think of it in a second.
I'll
Yeah.
remember it later.
So that's one I stumbled upon recently because I try to keep up with the info dumps on with David Grush and what all he's doing and trying to release all this information because Pinotti actually went to Grush and told him about all this, and so he actually told that story
So he's still alive?
to Congress. Grush?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, the Nobel Prize guy winner.
Oh, no, I doubt it. No. He was an old man. Like he won his
Dead?
Nobel Prize in 1909,
You think I can?
and so
remember?
he was an adult in 09, and then almost 40 years later, 35 years later, that's when this happened.
Oh, speaking of that.
35 years later?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, the 09. I saw a tweet today from a professor.
In 1909? Must
Wait.
have been a telegram.
A professor that said, "Can I use this source from the 1900s?"
Was it the late 1900s?
Mm-hmm.
That hurts.
Like when I was born.
That hurts. Someone said that to me the other day. I'm like, oh.
You're from the 1900s.
Or it's like, oh, you're from the late 20th century, and I'm like, you can go fuck yourself.
The late 20th
It's like, you
century.
can go fuck yourself. I know you have 21st century Fox right now, but we had 20th century, damn it. And that's how I turned into a bitter old man.
Get off my lawn.
Off my lawn.
Y'all don't even know good music.
With your Jinkos and your Zima. No.
What is Zima?
Like the OG seltzer? Like, they brought it back. Doesn't matter. We're off the rails. We're fucking off the rails
White
here.
Claw?
Think of like the telegram of White Claws is what Zima. Yep. You open it, it was.
To my missing cousin.
To Lars.
To Lars. Come back. Okay. I've been giggling all day because I did a lot of research on this. And I never name my files. I just save them and it'll name itself whatever the first fucking word is. My file is called Andrew today.
What a dumb fucking name. Kidding. I'm kidding. Jesus Christ. I felt that.
Swing.
This actually isn't the light. This is the
Swing.
burn from the fucking glare he just gave.
Anyway. That was a good smize. Oh, shit, I don't know my password. Okay, so my conspiracy involves giants, Andrews, the Sia, and Tic Tac.
Andre the Giant. That's what I got out of that.
No. That guy was real. Okay, so there's this guy named Andrew Dawson who opened... Have you heard this, Andrew Dawson?
Yeah, when are you president?
No, it's Andrew Johnson.
Is that not what you just said?
I said Dawson.
Dawson.
Have you heard of the president? To be over. So,
Dawson's Creek. Fuck yeah.
I tried to get into that. I couldn't.
Nah, it's
I couldn't.
Yeah, you want them to drown in that creek.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a show.
So, Andrew Dawson started his TikTok early July 2021. He was this regular schmegular guy that would post goofy videos about his life, his friends, work, his dog, and like positive messages like, hey, if you feel like a piece of shit, you're not. Just like uplifting things. He wasn't posting like the type of fake news bullshit conspiracy stuff that we post. He was way better.
All this is real news.
Yeah. But April 9th, 2022, Andrew posted a video that would change the trajectory of his life. While driving with a friend, he saw a big-ass being on the side of Whistler's Peak in Alberta. So this is in Canada. So mountains, driving with a friend. He sees something like walking that looks huge. Like from the angle he's looking at it, it looks like a humanoid shape, but it shouldn't be as big and clear as it is. So obviously it's not like a
So it was like bipedal?
What?
It was walking on two legs? Like
Yes.
it was...
Why couldn't you just say pedestrian? Say bipedal? Bipedal?
Bipedal means
Who the fuck
walks
says
on...
that?
It
People from
means
the
walks on
1900s.
means walks on two legs. You can be a pedestrian but fucking crawl across the walk.
That's not what the sign says. So while he's driving, he tells his friend, like, the fuck? You see that? And he starts recording. They get off, and you can see like
Kinky.
something walking essentially on the side of the mountain. And like, I mean, super blurry. He zooms in, and I mean, you know the quality of phones when you zoom in, it's not the best, but you can see something like sticking out from far away at the peak of the mountain. He's telling his friend, like, I think that's a giant. I'm like walking up there, and his friend's like, nah, you're cray.
Except they're Canadian, so he'd be like, you're cray.
About that.
What you talking about there, boy?
So Andrew's friend's like, dude, it's just a tower. And another day, when they drove by again, they didn't see it there anymore. So it wasn't a tower. Andrew uploaded this video to TikTok, and it blew up, and he got millions of views. So people started commenting on it, and they would tell him to get closer, zoom in. Have you like gone up there and see what it is? They're like egging him on to go up there.
I mean, there is another story of like towers like disappearing. Like one day they were there, the next day they weren't. So like September 10th, there was like these two towers.
Addison.
But September 11th, they weren't there anymore.
So all of this is going on. Andrew starts speaking with the locals of the area, and they're like, hey, have y'all ever seen 9/11?
I'm so sorry.
He's like, have you ever noticed something like weird going on in the mountains? And they're like, oh yeah, there's something that comes and goes. That's it.
Rule number one, don't fuck with it.
Yeah, it lives there and it comes and goes, and that's it. On the mountain, not to the city, of course. Fun fact about Whistler's Peak and Canada in general, there have been hundreds of Bigfoot / Sasquatch sightings. What the fuck's the difference? I know the Yeti is like the white one in the movies, and then Bigfoot's the brown one.
It's all location based, right? I think it's.
But it's the same fucking peak.
But I think I think like in like the United States it's Bigfoot, but like in Canada it's Sasquatch. But Sasquatch feels like a more like native term almost, like just by the way like it's spelled and stuff like that.
Speaking of, the indigenous tribes of the area have legends of the Sasquatch that go back 1,000 years. Sasquatch means wild man or hairy man. So
I'm on point, bro. Got this. I will say, I'm sorry to cut you off. It cracks me up, and I'm so sorry that it does. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but like the indigenous people of Canada still have like their same like influx of how they speak to indigenous people in the lower 48, but they have the Canadian accent. So it's the funniest, like watching a video of like indigenous Canadian people be like, oh, we're gonna go catch some fish today, and so they still have that very bop, but it's with the, oh, hey, crazy one today.
is that the Alaska shows?
Oh yes, I love that shit. Anyway, sorry.
Up until the most recent sighting of Bigfooty and
Bigfooty.
Sasquatch.
Dropping a new album.
Little Bigfoot was 2014. So, like I said, since commenters are telling him, like, hey, go check it out. Like, have you been up there?
Go fucking check it out. I ain't going up there.
Fuck, I'll go. Fuck, I'll go.
That.
So one of those times that Andrew went back to the area, he's driving through, and it's Jasper's National Park. So it's public, the roads are public there. So as he's driving up to try to get to that area where he saw the giant, he was stopped by a CIA agent who told him to turn around, that he's trespassing.
In Canada?
That's what I said. Apparently they can be anywhere.
Well, we're a different CIA. We're the Canadian Intelligence Agency. We keep our syrup up there.
And I watched all these videos too, and Andrews tells him like, hey, like, this is a public area, I'm not trespassing. And he was like, well, and the CIA agent allegedly had his truck like parked like across the road so he couldn't get through. And he's like, look, there's a significant environmental issue in this area, so you just turn around.
Yeah, it's a fucking giant up there. You better get the fuck, yeah. It's fucking significant.
Okay, so the next day he wanted to okay, the first time he went, he didn't record it because he didn't get a chance to, and then he went again a second time and he recorded that. So that's the video that I watched.
Okay, so you've seen it at least twice.
Seen the CIA guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So one morning, Andrew went to, again, try to go up there at 5:30 in the morning. And while he was driving up on the side, he saw kind of what looks like a UFO hovering, like in the same area where he saw the giant. And later that morning, too, he recorded 2 helicopters extracting things. And again, you can pull all these videos. His real TikTok is called @Andy ANDY Capt KAPT.
Just 2
so you can
helicopters taking the fucking sensor.
Right. What the fucking imagine?
I don't know what noises they make. It's the closest thing I can get.
So yeah, and like I said, he recorded it, and you can see the helicopters pulling like giant masses out of there. And
it's terrifying.
So when he tried to go later that day, he tried to go at night again. And on camera, you can see that there's a guy there in a black unmarked car, not letting anyone go through. And in the video, you can hear them talking back and forth. And Andrew's like, can I go? And he's like, nah, fam. So he's like, all right. When he turns around, I mean, what can you do?
I really want the CIA agent to talk like that. Nah, fam.
Nah, gang.
You got him buffed out of this bitch real quick.
You're my slime, but no. So Andrew didn't post for a few days. And then finally, when he uploaded a new video, he explained why. In the new video, he titled it Being Stalked. In this video, you can see a black unmarked car, Dodge Charger, parked in front of his house. Andrew steps out of his house to confront this person that's stalking him.
Andrew's already done, bro. You're on there. Fuck, you're done. Like, you're out. I already know where it's going. Fuck,
but the car zooms away before he can knock. And he has this recorded.
They don't kill you on day one. They fucking hunt your ass, bro. Fucking predator you're at. You're done. Like, fuck.
So after he posted that video of the car zooming away, his commenters were like, bro, be careful. Like, the government's gonna get you. Like, stop messing with that.
They ain't his government. We're fucking sending goddamn mercenaries. This is our government.
They're like, you're being reckless, bro. Reckless. But again, he wasn't a tinfoil hat conspiracy person like me, you, and Dale Gribble. Right? So, I mean, I understand he's coming out. He's got a girlfriend and kids and a dog. And he's probably coming out and be like, what the fuck are you doing? I get it.
Dale would never.
Dale would never. He'd leave his family behind.
He'd give him that pocket saying,
So by this time, so up until now, Andrew would post like consistently, and he had a ton of views. And like I'm telling you, you can scroll back to all his old videos, and it's nothing conspiracy related. Just so you know. After he put the video of the unmarked car in front of his house, it took him 3 weeks to post again. When he reappears with his new video, he titled it Official Update. And the thumbnail for it is kind of him with his hands in his pockets, scrunched down, looking like to the side. And that's the thumbnail of the video.
He got captured. He got fucking beat the fuck up. All right.
He's wearing some t-shirt and jeans and a hat. And he's kind of looks at the camera, looks away, looks at the camera, looks away. Because you can watch all these videos on his TikTok. And he starts saying look, I'm alive. I've just been too busy with life to post. But again, he would post consistently, back to back to back. He wasn't like us that were like, we're going to post every week, and then we fucking don't.
Damn, that means we could have been fucking captured by the CIA and no one would fucking know.
Dude, bro, no one would fucking believe us.
We're just lazy pieces of shit. He's fucking going through things. All right.
And you can tell by the quality of the video that it's being filmed on a different device. So even the style looks completely different, because usually he would kind of like post like this, right? Or like you can tell he was the one holding the camera. This time it's like the camera was on a tripod.
Yeah, boomer
different
agents.
lighting, and he was he was against like a blank wall. And he, at the end of the video, he was like, look guys, it was all scripted, it was all fake, none of this happened. Like, I'm sorry, I was just pulling your legs. So after he posted the video, people in the comments were like, oh my god, that doesn't look like the same quality, like the same phone that he's been recording with. Why is it not like in the same style that he's recorded before? They start all noticing all this stuff. 10 days after Andrew posted that, he put another video titled "Too Much Has Happened and I Can't Be Forced to Be Silent." In this video, you can tell it's like the same quality as like his original videos. And he's recording himself, and he says all the videos are real, not fake. The following day, he would post again, and he titled that video "Military." In this video, he zoomed in on the side of the mountain again where he saw the giant, and you can see kind of like a fort had like been built overnight, like an army fort, not a pillow fort.
Didn't think that, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Then he doesn't post for a long time.
I didn't think like, oh, it's a sleepover. Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah.
And then there's this dude named Tony Merkel who has a podcast called Confessionals. On May 13th, he reached out to Andrew for an interview, but Andrew didn't respond to him. 30 days after he hit him up after the video, Andrew finally responded to him. And he told him like, hey, like, the video's fake. And then he was like, oh, come on, it's fake. And he's like, yeah, it's fake. And
he's so dead at this point. I already fucking know.
And I was like, I shouldn't even be talking to you at this point. And then that's it. And that guy, the Tony Conspiracy, that's our podcast, Tony Confessionals guy, didn't post. Like, you can see, like, there was more to the conversation, but he didn't post it. After Andrew's last video of the last one that I mentioned about the truth and it's not fake, he stopped posting on TikTok, period. He would only post on Facebook. And on Facebook, again, he was posting about normal things like his family, his friends, and he had a trip to Mexico planned, and he was posting about that.
And Mark Zuckerberg sells our stuff to the U.S. government, so the government took I'm on it.
Right. On July 1st, 6 weeks after Andrew's final post, his obituary was posted in his local newspaper.
I fucking knew he was dead. God damn. Okay.
He was 34 years old.
God damn it. It's all your fault for telling him to go to the mountain. It's all the people's fault. Jesus.
Dude, I would go.
I know. You'd be dead in the fucking... God damn it.
It is what it is. So, I saw this whole YouTube video, and there's a lot of people coming on TikTok trying to debunk that this happened. And one of the theories that they have of them trying to debunk what happened was that Andrew said this was Whistler's Peak, where he saw the giant, but it was actually Canoe Mountain, where on that mountain there's a cell tower, and you can see like people like zooming into the coordinates and trying to compare the pictures, of the two mountains. Yes. And
fracking, man.
Ooh, don't get me started on fracking.
Yo, you kick the table.
I did some extensive research by Googling both Canoe Mountain and Whistler's Peak, and they look pretty much the same, in my opinion.
It's a fucking
and
mountain.
we'll post the pictures, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mountain.
In the later video, when he said that, he says he's a giant, people are saying it's a tower. In a later video, when he's like, see, I don't see the giant anymore, so it can't be a tower like my friend thought. They were like, well, he recorded it from a different angle where you can't see the tower.
It's a fucking tower.
And remember how I said there was a UFO on the side of it? People are like, well, that's not a UFO. Again, that's not Canoe Mountain. That's not Whistler's Peak. This is a completely different mountain. Again, on the videos that I was looking at, it looks the same. So people were like, that is not a UFO. That's contrails.
Okay.
I didn't know what contrails were, but it's jet engine trails. Looked it up. Just in case you were wondering.
Like the smoky shit?
Like, and then they leave like a trail.
Yeah, there's no, yeah.
But you can see the video, and it looks kind of like
engine,
red and glowy in the video.
But it's not a.
No, it's not like
streak,
it's not like a cloud. Yeah, no,
yeah.
it's like like that. I'll post pictures. And the video where he saw the black helicopters lifting up, the two black helicopters lifting up two big masses. They're saying that's not helicopters taking up Sasquatch. That's called hello logging. Do you know what hello logging is? Not that.
Our dog just knocked over the shit out of our lights. But we're gonna keep going. Keep going. No, leave it.
Keep going. Yeah, we're
fuck it. We're going live. We're doing it live.
Hello logging is when like trees fall over in the forest, and it's not, I guess, ideal to remove them by hand. I don't fucking know. So they send a helicopter to like pick them up and fly them off. And apparently this is super common. I don't know.
Right, and you know where the tallest trees grow?
These?
On the tip tops of the mountain. Nope. No, they don't. They grow on mountains for sure, but not on the fucking peak. There's nothing on the goddamn. Anyway.
And then the new fort, they're saying, that appeared, they were like, it was not a new fort. There's like this sky tram built in 1964 that's been there. So they're like, Andrew, scamming. Then they start breaking down his videos. The CIA agent in the video where he stops, because you kind of see like, because he's kind of recording, but he's not going to outwardly record the person, right? So he kind of has the camera on the side. People like freeze framed it, and they were like, what CIA agent is wearing sweats and boots? Like, they paused it.
It's fucking cold.
And in the video, the guy's like, hey, I just need you to turn around. But people are saying that he didn't have enough authority in his voice to be a CIA agent. And then the charger that was sitting in front of his house that zoomed off, people put it together that it has an exhaust system. And they're like, what government vehicle has a car with an exhaust system? The ones that go vroom, vroom, vroom. I don't know.
Like grasping at straws at that point when you're talking about the fucking muffler system of a goddamn vehicle.
Yeah, so, and then on the video where he's posting his like, hey, like I'm alive, I've just been busy, all that. Now people are over analyzing that, and they're like, well, he overacted. He was an inspiring singer, and he would talk about that, and he was excited about all the views that he was getting. So they were like, oh, he did this all for clout. And then the thumbnail, remember how I told you the thumbnail kind of has him like looking to the side? They were like, okay, like if he was really scared, why did he pick that thumbnail for his video? And again, they're over analyzing. They're like, this looks suspicious. And if it looks suspicious, why would the government post it instead of just removing his whole account? is what people are saying. And
that's more suspicious.
In the local newspaper that printed out his obituary, apparently in that newspaper you don't need to present a death certificate. The post was made at 7 a.m. on July 1st, and allegedly that's when he died as well on 7/1. So on 7/1 he died and they had his obituary up.
How'd he die?
I'm getting there. Fuck. So allegedly 2 unknown people have confirmed his death. His Facebook has been turned into a memorial page, and Andrew's girlfriend posted about his death and said that he was so depressed he unalived himself.
They got to her too.
There's she had posted this video, but then it got deleted, and she still has an active page where she doesn't post anything about this. But on the older videos you can see her and Andrew together.
Yeah, what the fuck would you?
So people started looking up Andrew and see if they could find anything about him online. They couldn't find any concrete evidence, whatever that means, but they were able to find like death certificate for his grandparents, and they also found his sister's Facebook, and they're like, well, if he died, why didn't his sister ever post about his death? That's what they're saying. The end.
What do you mean? So like, wait, so he's not dead? Is that what you were saying? Like,
yeah, that's what
like
they're saying. Yeah, that he's not dead.
Damn, he's chilling with Sam Squanch in the fucking UFO.
Sam Squanch?
Oh, that's a Trailer Park Boys thing. Sam Squanch. Anyway, they're Canadian too. It's fine. Damn, so he's just chilling with Bigfoot up in a fucking UFO. They took him up.
I think the government got him.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely dead.
I mean, like, wouldn't it make sense that the government would just erase his identity from the internet? They flashy thinged him.
No, it's easier to because erasing it all draws more attention than they're playing the whole crazy and then suicidal thing. It's like, oh yeah, troubled kid or whatever. They don't. The government has learned. They don't just erase people anymore.
I'm also depressed. I will not unalive myself. I will not give my ops the satisfaction.
They messed up with Balbazar with erasing all of his shit, right? Like they learn from that. It's like, no, we're gonna
they raid his like fireworks shop like every other week.
Yeah. So they've grown. They know not to just erase because now there's too much. Now it's like, no, we'll make him look fucking crazy and suicidal,
you know
and
that
then like,
song?
and as long as you're disputing about it, not a problem anymore. Keep talking about that.
You know that song? I think it's a classic rock song, and it's like, I think it says "How bizarre." How bizarre. Yeah. How bizarre.
I'm a huge classic rock fan. It's not. It's not.
What is it? Help me hum it so he knows which one it is.
How bizarre? No, I know exactly what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
I know it's.
I used to think they were saying Balbazar.
Balbazar.
Bulbasaur.
But he still has element 115, and that's why they haven't killed him yet. Because once they kill him, he's gonna be. It doesn't matter. That's a different fucking time. That's wild. I knew he was dead. Like I felt it. That's a crazy. And I
didn't even say the title of my story. He's dead.
I'm a Bigfoot guy. I really like Bigfoot stories, and I had not heard about that. That's absolutely great. So, okay, question: since you saw the videos and stuff, like from like the initial video, was the thing moving? Like, was it like
it looked like it's good? It looks like it's going up.
And then the towers and the fort or whatever. I'm gonna sound like
and
such
the hello logging, which I've never.
I'm gonna sound like such an asshole here, and I'm not trying to belittle this man's death. I hope they didn't kill Bigfoot.
Well, they were lifting up a mass, remember?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping he's not dead. I hope they left Bigfoot alone, and he just got in his spaceship and left. Because that's a different conspiracy too. That Bigfoots. What's a plural? Sasquatches. I'm gonna do that. It's easier. Use that in ES.
Sasquai.
The Sasquai. That's another theory. Is that like if they've been here, where are all like the Bigfoot bodies or whatever? And there's like two discerning theories or whatever. It's like one, they think Bigfoots actually bury their dead, like
us,
like hominids do, and then there is the
like
other
who?
thing, hominids, human species.
You can just
there's
say that.
There's different. Hominids is easier to say than human species.
It's not.
Less syllables.
Say hummus 5 times.
Hummus?
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
It's like humanoids.
You didn't say humanoids. Is that what he was saying? See, you were not saying humanoids.
I meant to say humanoids.
No, you said hominid.
Oh no! I said hominids.
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 It's humanoids.
Or yeah, that's.
What are you, fucking Yankee?
Hominid. You got mad at me for fucking saying bipedal.
What the fuck does that mean still? Bisexual.
Pedal.
Pets.
Walk. They walk with 2 legs.
I'm sorry, no one talks like that. No. You can say that, but not any of the fucking names in any of your fucking stories.
They're not Italian, or German, or anyway, bipedal. They walk on 2 legs. But I meant to say hominids.
Hummus.
Anyway, so either the Bigfoots they bury their dead, or they're actually one of the many races of alien civilizations that we know are out there.
Mexicans.
Yep. Well, that's crazy. Poor guy.
Since
Wrong
then, there's
wrong place,
another
wrong
guy
time.
on TikTok. His ad is @R as in Richard, B as in boy, D as in Dick, C as in cow, E as in Ethan, L as in Lucy, L as in Lucy, RBD. So he actually posted that he was out on some mountain somewhere, and he has like a little clip that you can see that looks like it's like some rocky area, and it looks like a door, like a giant secret door, open and close. And now he's claiming that him and his wife are also being followed by someone. It's a government entity, so you should look at that video too.
Please do. Sorry, I think I'm about to sneeze, so didn't want to do that into the audio.
Why not?
So.
You already do your beard like.
Yeah, people like that. I think it's gone now.
Your sneezes are.
I think it's gone. Well, I didn't want to do that into the goddamn mic. Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Yeah, so.
Oh, so we got to watch out for them now too.
For the government, always.
No, the
giants.
The people that. You
Oh
just
yeah, the
mentioned.
people.
We
Yeah.
got to look out for
RBD,
them.
so.
Fucking. Hide your wife, hide your kids. I don't know. Like fuck.
Everybody getting abducted.
And murdered
Probed.
apparently. God.
Unalived.
That bummed me out.
The end.
Yeah, for him. Jesus. I want Bigfoot to be alive. I want him to be real so badly. I want
Big fight. Big foot eye. Big foots. Big feet.
big feet. That sounds kinky when you say
Hummus?
when you say big feet. Big foots.
No one says foots. Big footsies.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
That's it.
Sasquatch. Yeah.
I love conspiracy. This is so fun. I feel like
Fuck Andrew, I guess.
I feel like when you kick the table, it definitely shifted the camera more. That way, see more of the wall. But that's fine. But yeah, thank you.
There's a wall back.
Thank you. We didn't build it.
Mexico did not pay for it.
In a way, probably they did. I'm sure some contractors were. Doesn't matter. Thank you so much for watching episode 14 of Conspirial. You can follow us at Conspirial_podcast on YouTube and Instagram. You can follow us at Conspirial on TikTok. And please email us suggestions. I mean, we're
Our email's dry as fuck.
fucking bone dry like a nun
Like
snatch.
Addison's DMs.
You can send us suggestions. Conspirial@gmail.com, and Conspirial, as always, is spelled CONSPIRIAL.
Oh, sorry. You can follow me at TikTok. On TikTok at King Des, KINGDEZ, and on Instagram at Annadez, ANNADEZ.
And you can follow me on TikTok
Don't follow me in person.
at Sir Addison Rose, ADDISONROSE. Didn't feel the need to spell Sir. I think you can figure that part out on your own. Yeah, but thank you so much. We'll post next week on a new topic that we haven't decided yet, but we'll do it. And if the government comes and gets us,
all of this is satire.
Stay tuned for Alleged Confessions. We're filming right after this, so
Honestly, they would never fucking believe us. We'd be the Dale Gribbles.
yeah, they're like, oh, you only have like 13 followers. What the fuck do they care?
116.
Yep. See you guys.